AC, a comeback win. You must be happy with that.
Yeah, obviously any kind of victory when you're behind at any point in the game is always good. So really pleased to get 3 points from that from the game. But overall, the performance wasn't great. I didn't think it was probably not the best game of football to watch. But I think we probably just about did enough to deserve the 3 points. And as you say, we've done that from coming from a goal behind, so that's a positive thing.
Yeah. Was it a bit of a nightmare start?
That's probably a nice way to describe it. Yeah, it was completely our own doing that. We basically gifted them a goal. It's totally avoidable if we literally clear our lines, but Finn Avery's basically stepped out with the ball. He probably should continue to do that. He's had a shout from Tommy in goal to go back to him. He's played the ball to him, and then even then Tommy's had time to probably get his clearance in, but I think his first touch was not the best, and then put himself under a bit of pressure. He got shut down. The 9 has blocked his clearance. It's looped up in the air. I think it's bounced a couple of times. A few people have probably just done a couple of 360-degree turns when they don't need to, and he's finally finished it, and it was pretty comical, to be honest, although I didn't find it very funny. So yeah, really disappointing goal to give away, but at least it wasn't from a set piece, which has been our problem over the last few games, so maybe that's a positive out of a horrendous negative.
Yeah. Lack of energy following the highs of last week, do you think?
I think that's fair. I think these games around the Christmas period, we haven't been able to train because of the way that Christmas has fallen, so they're always not the best types of games, to be honest, but we looked a bit lethargic. I actually thought they worked very, very hard, to be honest with you, and I thought probably deserved their lead at the time. I think we upped our work rate a bit in the second half, which led to obviously turning the result around. But yeah, it was a bit flat. I mean, the warm up was fine, so I didn't expect that to happen. But I think once we'd given the goal away, we never really showed enough desire or work rate to try and get back into the game, and that was something that we touched on at half time that we wanted the players to improve on, and thankfully they did, really.
Yeah. Malachi Hudson getting us back in it after the break.
Yeah, so obviously their goalkeeper's gone off injured at half time, and I think the guy that's gone in goal is an outfield player, so straight away you've just got to start getting shots off and putting pressure on the keeper, and I think that's what we've done. I think it was Nat that got down the right flank and put a great ball across that he's fumbled, and Malachi's in the right place at the right time to tuck that one away. So the players did what we asked them to do, and that led to obviously the equaliser, and then obviously the second goal for the penalty spot. So it's good.
Yeah, we were a lot more confident in the second half. Do you think? A lot more dominant.
Yeah, I think so. I think once we got that equaliser, I always thought we'd have enough about us to go on and get the win. And actually the second goal from the penalty spot comes from probably our best bit of football that we played today, when we actually got it down in a good area and made a couple of decent passes, opened them up, and Malachi's got into the box, and I thought he was just about to shoot and he just got taken out, so I thought that was a clear-cut penalty, to be honest. And then he stepped up, probably nothing worse than taking a penalty against an outfield player, but to be fair to him, he's finished that off really well, so I was pleased to see that one hit the back of the net.
Yeah, we had a lot more chances in the second half. Do you think the players need to work on their finishing a bit?
Yeah, I think so. I think there was another couple of chances. Obviously, Wale's had one that he knows he should score that all day long, and then that might make it a bit more comfortable. But you've probably heard me numerous times over the last 2 seasons complain about how clinical we are not at times. And again, that was one of those occasions today. I thought Lewis Hayward had a header in the first half from a corner that he should have hit the target with, and then it could make things a lot more comfortable. But if you don't take those chances in games, I've always said it, you're going to get punished. Thankfully, that hasn't cost us today, though, so that's good.
Next up, Sutton Athletic away. Thoughts going into that?
Yeah, it's another big game. We've got a run of games now, which started today. Against teams in and around us that I think if any of those teams can get on a good run, I don't think the playoff door is shut yet, to be honest, for a lot of sides. So that's going to be a tough game. They're second or third in the form table. They haven't played today, so they'll probably would have had a few decent training sessions ahead of that game. and we've come unstuck against them when we played them in the home game. So, and that was to a 95th minute goal, I think it was, which was very frustrating at the time. So we'll look forward to that. We'll go there and try and get 3 points and keep this little run going, hopefully.
Thank you, AC.
Cheers, thank you.